Welcome, low ego action heroes. This is Debbie Levitt from DeltaCX.com, and we're a full service CX and UX agency. And a guy I don't like, who I reference from time to time, who I feel is sometimes unraveling, posted at one point that he believes that great designers don't have portfolios because they're too busy to have portfolios. And of course, I say, critical thinking hats on. Let's think about this one a moment. So tell me more about this lack of time that you have. And he tried to say that, people have such complicated lives and they don't have time for portfolios. And I say, well, let's think about somebody who's looking for a job. They've got to brush up their resume, right? You're not going to send out a resume or CV that you haven't updated. You're going to update that. So you're going to have to take the time for that. You're going to have to look for jobs. That's going to take time. Then you're going to have to apply to those jobs. Man, that takes a lot of time. Applications are so ugly. That's going to take time. You're going to have to follow up with these and maybe go on interviews. That's going to take time. So what is going on in your world that you don't have time to create or update your portfolio, but you have time to basically have a part-time job, looking for jobs, applying to jobs, dealing with hopefully some interviews from those jobs? This just doesn't make sense. It doesn't seem logical. And when someone called out this guy recently, he went for the virtue signaling, and he was like, oh, diversity and inclusion, and oh, single moms, trying to claim that, I guess, minorities and single moms have very complex, complicated lives, and we kind of shouldn't expect them to have time to make a portfolio. I don't know. I'm kind of not buying it because I believe that everybody has complexity in their lives. Everybody feels like they have no time. People with parents who are aging or ill, people with children who need care, people with friends and family members who are struggling, people who have had COVID or will get COVID, people struggle with job-related things, personal-related things, health-related things, disabilities, mental illnesses. There are so many things people deal with that make everybody's lives complex to one degree or another, and they make our lives feel often extremely busy, or we feel like we have low energy. I don't think that having that type of life is a good excuse to not have your resume or CV updated and your portfolio updated, especially if you can update these things as you go. As you do projects at jobs, update your resume. Make a portfolio case study about it. It'll be fresh in your mind. I hear so many people, I don't want to look back and try to remember what I did. Do it as you go. So now, I know that some people don't have portfolios because their experience is too confidential. It's under an NDA. That's different. They don't have a lack of portfolio because they didn't have time to make one. They would make the time. They don't have as much of a portfolio, and even my portfolio is lacking because of NDAs and confidentiality. That makes sense. But saying foolishly that people have complex lives and they don't have time to create the things that help them get jobs, I think is just foolish. And in general, I don't like this guy. He's just unraveling. So hopefully this helps. Please don't use lack of time as an excuse to not have good updated things that you can use to apply for jobs or network. Make sure these things are updated and try keeping them updated more in the moment rather than an avalanche later of all the things you didn't do. Hit the like button and help us in the algorithm. We stream multiple times a week here, so check the description on how to be part of our streams, especially on Twitch. And you can also join our free Slack workspace. And of course, we have the tip jar, which I'm grateful for, helps me buy some delicious cheese. You can find all these links in the description. Thanks, and see you in the next video.